got over there? If you don't look close enough, you'll miss what you're looking for.
Little late to the party, aren't you? If you're looking to loot the place, some Blood Eagles are ahead of you in line. I'd stop you, but, I think I quit. Name's Woods. Corporal Woods, Hellcat Company. Mercenaries. We got hired by this creep of a doctor to guard the place. Among other things. Promised us salvage rights here when he was done. I don't think we're gonna collect on that. Hell of a bedside manner you've got. You know I'm dying, right? Go ahead. Not like I'm doing anything else. Clock's ticking, though. It's our own fault. We got lazy. This place is so far out of the way, nobody ever passes by. Kind of the point. We figured we'd be shooing off the occasional stray scavenger that came poking around. This lot sent grenades through the entrance before we knew they were there. Rushed us while we were recovering. I took a bullet in the gut. Bastards left me to die slowly, because they thought it was funny. Yeah, Blackburn. Real unnerving guy, even before we found out what he was doing. Kidnapping was just the start of it. We should have cut ties then, contract or no. Even mercs should have lines they don't cross. I'd say I didn't have a choice, but we're mercenaries. We do it for the money, not some noble ideal. Nobody to blame but ourselves. Jesus, interrogating a dying woman. That's stone cold. Ah, don't look like that. I'm just fucking with you. This is important. Maybe you can fix our mistakes. It's where he had us bringing him. Other squads did, I mean. I was just guard duty. Not that it makes me any less guilty. Whether or not any of them are left alive? No clue. Wouldn't count on it, with the Blood Eagles ransacking the place. Can't figure the dock will last long either. That doesn't bother me, though. You're not wrong. I guess I deserve that. Hope you'll put some bullets in those Blood Eagles when I'm gone.
Wow, it's freezing in here. Look at all this ice. Wow, it's freezing in here. Look at all this ice. The environmental controls must be damaged. What happened here? Those are Hellcat Company uniforms, right? It looks like a massacre. Well, that's gonna complicate things. If the Hellcats were here already, then Blackburn, the abductions, and the super mutants are all tied together somehow. Give me a moment to look at these terminals. Oh, that's not good. The vault's on internal lockdown. I guess someone's responding to the Blood Eagle attack. If there are automated defenses still working, they'll all be active. We may be facing more than just Blood Eagles. Be careful. Let's get moving. I'll follow your lead. What can I help you with, Initiate? Agreed. After you, Initiate. Locked. Must be the security lockdown. Let me try something. Got it. I was able to use the Pip-Boy's protocols to get the doors open, but it fried the circuits. If we run into any more locked doors, we're gonna need another way through.
I can feel it.
Useless!
Probably a squirrel again. You're gonna need more than that, buddy!
Back at it? Catch the fireworks! Hope we don't capture you alive!
It seems I have an excess of visitors today. Ah, yes. The one I met at Fort Atlas. I did hope we would meet again under more convivial circumstances. These are not they, unfortunately. I have no quarrel with the Brotherhood, but I must ask you to leave immediately. Please leave me be. I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you remain.
I guess we found Dr. Blackburn. Looks like most of this place is locked off. We need to search everywhere, but our options are limited right now. I think that door labeled mainframe is stuck open, though. Let's start there.
biological research facility originally. A small team of the Vault 1. Perhaps it is fitting that I found this place. I have been honest about my purpose, but less than forthcoming about its nature.
Relax. And down. Go, 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 go.
Robotics control failure in the mainframe wing. Activating emergency fabrication protocol FS401.
Jeanette, circuits 10, 1857.
Got it.
Fabrication system offline. Activating emergency repair protocol CR889.
889, that's Hans. We need a reactor brownout. All right, give me a minute. 109's next. Jeanette?
Ready on the detonator.
Molly, are you in?
Sorry, just a...
Brownout in 3, 2, 1.
Power fluctuations detected in the engineering wing. Activating emergency stabilization protocol ES109. Detonation in the cryogenics wing.
That should do it.
Activating superseding protocol Omega.
Enemies. What?
Protocol confirmed. All exits have sealed to prevent a containment breach. Calculating optimal process to exterminate all personnel in the vault. Done. All remaining personnel may now be terminated.
I'm locked out!
Here, I got it. Cover the door. Damn it. Almost.
Data upload from compromised system detected. Suspect data stream has been quarantined.
What? Bypass! Bypass! Ah!
All residents have been terminated. Operation successful. Have a nice day.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 22. In retrospect, my enthusiasm for the cryogenically preserved specimens in the vault was excessive, if not actually misplaced. I am down to the last 4 viable test subjects. Further research is at an impasse, unless I move to human subjects. Obtaining volunteers will be impossible. The necessary experimentation to even approach a functional result will be unavoidably fatal for some. I will have to take extreme measures to obtain subjects. Thousands, perhaps millions of lives will be saved. Utility trumps sentimentality and law.
Huh? Who goes in? Calm down. It's nothing, as usual.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Ignition.
Glad that's over with.
I'm gonna do it. When their backs are turned.
Your persistent refusal to depart is a distraction I do not need. Please, I am asking you again, leave this place and do not return. There is nothing for you here but sorrow. Whatever you think you will accomplish here, I promise you that you will not.
Close one.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 38. The capture of human test subjects is itself less difficult than I imagined. The people of Appalachia are in bad need of medicine, and lone travelers are easy to approach when one is a doctor. I tell myself these acts are necessary, the work too important, and I cannot complete it without living human subjects to experiment upon. It is I compound failure upon failure. In my quiet hours, I question what I have made of myself in pursuit of this goal. I began this enterprise fully cognizant of what it might take.
All clear.
But even with that foreknowledge, I could not comprehend the weight monsters with no humane end in sight. Am I deluded in believing myself capable of success? These moments pass. I push aside those doubts. For me. The people of Appalachia need this. The world needs this. Let them vilify me when they learn what I have done. I will make a better future for them, even if I do not live to see it myself. And log.
We survived.
Why would he electrocute and irradiate his specimens? What was he hoping to learn? This seems insane.
Is that you, Basher? worse liar than I am. Wait, that voice. I know who you are. Oh, you're the one I talked to back at Fort Atlas.
You know her?
We're in bad shape here. The doors slammed shut and cut us off from the rest of the gang. We've got robots attacking every few minutes. We need help. The goodness of your heart? Ain't you the good guys? Look, I've got something you're gonna want. I've been trying to get us out of here since we've been locked in. I just found this vault security key card. Should open all the doors in this place. You help us, and it's yours. I've got injured in here. Okay, maybe I'm no sweet little orphan, but I actually like some of these idiots. I don't want to just leave them for dead. Come on, I can hear more coming. We got a deal? Valdez, you got someone else out there? Should I be jealous?
I don't think we've got much choice. We're going to need that key card to bypass the rest of the security doors.
Now we're talking. Give me a sec to get the door open.
Good thing Shin's not here. I don't think he'd agree to this.
No shooting, boys. They're on our side. Oh, crap. Here they come again.
Waste of time coming here.
Ain't even shit worth taking here.
This job went south real quick.
Damn. Good thing you showed up when you did. Looks like I was right about you. Shame we keep meeting under these circumstances. We could get into some real trouble. Can't believe the Brotherhood bailed us out. Well, a deal's a deal. Key card's yours.
someplace warm.
All yours. You got this far, so I'm guessing the way you came is clear.
We get out of here.
Thanks again.
Someplace warm.
Maybe we won't even shoot you if we see you again. No promises.
You've got interesting friends, Initiate. What can I help you with, Initiate? It's horrible. Deliberately exposing animals, people, to radiation, electrocuting them. It didn't look like it was meant as torture, though. It must have been to the victims. He was trying to determine something. I just don't know why. No. It appears he transferred all main system controls to the Overseer's office. It's the smart move with the Blood Eagles here.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 57. I begin to doubt my own sanity at times. My efforts, while not without progress, continue to fail to bear real fruit. The FEV seems almost deliberately malignant, as if it had a consciousness and rejects my every attempt to bend it toward a benevolent end. I've come to recognize the signs of imminent metastasis and conversion to the so-called supermutant state. I am ill-equipped to deal with the product of such failure, and have taken to disposing of these unfortunates outside the vault itself. I regret that my current methods of disposal may, in the short term, increase the supermutant population in Appalachia, but it cannot be avoided. End log. These vessels were once filled with specimens, stocked here so that captive scientists could turn them into perversions of nature. Like West Tech, they concerned themselves only with whether they could do these things, not what benefit they might bring. At best, they made weapons. Such a pointless waste. I have turned what they left behind to better ends.
Oh my god. The smell.
I regret the ugliness you find here. The things I had to do. They were necessary, but that necessity made them no more pleasant or palatable. Seeing these things, I imagine you must intend to kill me. I do not blame you for this.
We're supposed to bring him in alive. Don't forget that. No matter what we've seen here.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 112. My work's demand for human subjects has increased dramatically as I make ground toward my ultimate goal. To this end, I have contracted with a group of mercenaries calling themselves the Hellcat Company. Trustworthy, if such a term applies here. They display a useful moral flexibility. They do not question the nature of my work or my need for human subjects. And I do not illuminate them. Already they have begun acquiring new subjects at a far greater pace than I could, and a contingent remained to guard the vault itself. I must be careful. A mercenary is only as loyal as their pay, after all. My control of the vault security systems keeps them in check. For now, and long. Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 5. The creators of the forced evolutionary virus were idiots savant. They saw weapons, soldiers to win a war that would end almost as soon as it began. They had discovered a means by which we could seize the reins of human evolution. More efficient death. My colleagues at West Tech were likewise fools. They made the virus a plaything in Huntersville, their ant farm, shaking it to watch them scurry. The FEV was never meant to create abominations. At its core is something wondrous and hopeful. I will free it from what they made of it. Humanity will have the future it should have had. The better human will build that world, free from fear and long.
Stop being a bully.
Don't let me die in here.
You're not with those others, are you? Can you get us out of here?
I can't take it anymore.
Please? Help us?
Everything hurts. I feel sick.
Not exactly. I think the locks are controlled remotely. The doctor guy always does something back behind the stairs there, before he comes back to grab one of us for his tests.
I feel sick.
Okay, I was gonna go for a walk, but I guess I'll stay here for now. Sorry, seriously, though. Thank you.
Don't let me die in here.
Molly Cooper, biology, log 280. What is this? The specimen record is blank. No vitals, no measurements, no source data, just an ID, X001. The cellular structure is unlike anything I've ever seen. I can't even identify the organelles. I ran it through the DNA sequencer twice, but nothing at all. I talked it over with Nina, and she's gonna try splicing it into some of the cellular structures at random, just to see what happens. It's a long shot, but we have a quota to meet. Fucking Vault Tech.
Everything hurts. I feel sick.
Oh, thank God. You've got my thanks, stranger. Introductions are in order, I guess. My name's Cassie. Did I say that already? I can't take it anymore. Yeah, that's me. You know Uncle Art? God, he's gotta be so worried. He might even express an emotion besides world weary. I hope he's alright.
Is he coming back?
Came in on a Blue Ridge caravan. Doc was there too. Had some people slip away in the night, but guide said it happens. People turn back, that kind of thing. Then one night we shelter from a storm and those Hellcat goons ambush us, capture us all. Spent days in a cart or something, blindfolded, before they dump me here.
Please, help us. Don't let me die in here.
Now that sounds like a fun bunch. Uncle Art mentioned them in, broad terms. Can't say I'm not glad to meet you, though. I'm not injured. Got lucky. The doc didn't do any surgery on me. That nut job was dosing me with diseases, though. Said he was testing incubation and immune response times. Weird thing is, he kept apologizing. Bad case of sludge lung now. But I'm holding up. Some of the others are in worse shape.
Don't let me die in here.
Please, help us.
Please? I think we're the last surviving ones. It used to be more. When he takes you out of the cells, you don't always come back. Hasn't been down here in a few days, though. Figured he'd got what he wanted, or someone done him in. Good timing on your part. The crappy rations he gave us last time are nearly gone. We ain't going anywhere. Hey, if you run into that crazy doctor, give him a kick for me, alright? Thanks again for the rescue.
The things he did to us.
It was a nightmare. A waking nightmare.
After this, I'm done with caravans.
Though it seems futile, I ask one final time. Leave this vault and the things you have seen. You cannot change what has happened here. Leave me to this cold and lonely place.
The card doesn't work? Blackbird must have overridden the door codes. Probably guessed the looters might find a key card eventually if they had the run of the place. If he's changed the codes for the door, we're not getting through normally. I knew a lot of knights that would probably try to blow up the door. But I think we can do better than that. These doors are hydraulically sealed. If we can find the lines that feed to this door, we might be able to cut the pressure holding it shut. Look for a utility room nearby. This should be it. Take a look. See if you could find the lines to the Overseer's office. Wow. One of my tutors called that method ape dynamics. Hopefully that did the trick. We should check it out.
It appears neither the Vault defenses nor the Blood Eagles were a match for you. Quite formidable. You can lower your weapons. It would be pointless for me to resist at this stage. What will you do now? And yet you will not, will you? The Brotherhood is an iron fist when enforcing its mission. But you did not come all this way simply to put a bullet in my skull. Besides, my death can no longer stop my work. Yes, I assumed as much when you entered. Very well. Consider me arrested, if you must. I am ready to face any judgment the Brotherhood wishes to mete out. My work here is complete regardless, and it is too late for you to stop it. I am at your disposal, then.
You can head out. I'll radio for a team to secure the site and get the prisoners to safety. Then bring Blackburn back to the fort. I'm sure the others are going to have a lot of questions for him. Good work, Initiate. I'm glad you were here.
Don't worry about the bots. They're working for me.
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
I have been fully compliant with your questioning. Threats are not required.
With everything you've done, you're lucky I'm only threatening you right now.
Please, this argument is getting us nowhere.
Initiate, you're back. Maybe you can help me talk some sense into Romani here. We've been going over what happened at Vault 96 and interrogating our prisoner. This smug monster is practically bragging about torture and unleashing horrors on the world. And Romani is treating him with kid gloves.
I am not bragging. What I have done was necessary. I take no pride in those terrible acts. I will have to live with the shame of them forever. That weight does not, however, diminish that the ends were worth the means. You will learn that soon enough. My colleagues will see that our creation, a vast improvement on the FEV, is distributed shortly.
Do you see the arrogance, the self-justification? We should end him and be done with it. If all he had done was create more super mutants, I would agree. The Scribe's report just adds more crimes to the list.
It's not that simple. Preventing Dr. Blackburn's associates from taking this horror any further must be our priority. And we may need the Doctor to convince them.
My colleagues have a laboratory hidden beneath the headquarters of my former employer, West Tech. We intend to correct the FEV's mistakes at their birthplace. Poetically appropriate, would you not agree? My colleagues have a facility better suited to final testing and mass production of the virus. As we speak, they are preparing for its release into the air and water of Appalachia. Once dispersed, it will enter the precipitation cycle in groundwater, and then it cannot be stopped.
No! It could spread for hundreds, maybe thousands of miles!
Yes. If the Doctor's associates are preparing to distribute the virus, we have to put our emotions aside here and get to them before they can. Blackburn's punishment, whatever its form, can wait until Appalachia is safe. Head to West Tech. Find and secure the entrance to this lab, and we'll follow behind.
I don't like this, Romani. We should be done with him here and now and level this laboratory. This is just like what Elder Maxim faced at Mariposa. Or have you forgotten?
Elder Maxim came to regret acting rashly there. Or have you forgotten?
If they've already begun producing the virus, blowing up the place could just help spread it. We'll need to be a bit more delicate than that.
Very well. If Blackburn is coming with us, I will be watching him. Perhaps he can provide leverage against his fellow lunatics.
If I can prevent further loss of life, I will.
Then it's decided. Initiate, head for West Tech. We've no time to lose. See you there.
we stay here, standing, talking. There. Yes, we should move west, range out, and hunt. But for food or sport? Both. Ha ha ha! Yes, brother. Both. No green stuff here. I hear something. These are your hills no longer! We're all gone! Spineless human! I splatter your brains! tricks on me. Again. Need to fight. Need to smash. Oh. Strongest superhuman. Good day. You whine like what? Go ahead and hide, bleeder.
Appalachia will know the name Hellcats. Huh? I'm hit! Shit! Can't escape me! Hey!
The Hellcats ain't nothing like those pantsy-ass settlers.
I better get paid double for all this standing around. What was that?
I heard something! There you are! You can't kill us all!
Stay where we can.
No need for that tone. I have not run away thus far, have I?
Enough, Shin. Let's catch up with our vanguard.
Are we secure, Initiate?
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter. Paranoia ill suits you. I have complied with your every demand.
And that is precisely what is so concerning.
A trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody? You give me too much credit. Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secured. You can't get to us. We will finish our work.
Why? Because it's the frontier of science? It's the next step in our self-guided evolution as a species. Why wouldn't we do this? Hey, don't talk around me.
Nellie. I am not. I've tried to mitigate the damage done, but I've let Edgar and the others talk me into justifying the means with the ends. Maybe I'm not so sure anymore. But I won't let you hurt anyone here. And our decisions are our own, not yours to make for us.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go, or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties. It is no joke at all. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You'll have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them. Perhaps in the end, I am more willing to sacrifice the lives of strangers than friends and colleagues. I do not wish them to be harmed. My hypocrisy in this is only human. Then you are free to enjoy the view as my colleagues distribute our creation among the populace.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be just as catastrophic.
Dr. Farha, please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave?
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
Now that that is over with, Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success. I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
I apologize for the deceit, but I cannot risk you undoing all we have accomplished. Soon you will understand that I was right.
Edgar, please. Let's talk about this.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tag.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Now's not the time. We've got to find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
Initiate procedure. Go. Set.
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right!
What's this? No. What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
Kill you!
use that to our advantage.
You cannot stop me! You cannot defeat me! Oh, the pain! You cannot defeat me! I will kill you! You cannot defeat me! My nerves on fire! You cannot defeat me! You look very tasty now. This will not end here.
This is what happens when we let people play God. This proves more than anything the need for our brotherhood. The need for our justice.
The scientists are still locked upstairs. Let's hear what they have to say for themselves.
Edgar, I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready. I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can. I will not freely hand over our lives. This is all I can do to resist. Please leave. I must admit that I am powerless before you. If our cooperation can sway you to avoid more violence, then I will let you through. The way is open. We await your judgment.
Do you really think they've stopped production? This whole sob story sounds like a trap.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay in.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do, please. Spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us?
Well put. The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others, and of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too. When will you put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists, to safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
A wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.
Please! Stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
Yes. Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet. Surely you have an opinion on this matter.
I don't seek to pardon them. They'll be under constant supervision. You could even call it rehabilitation.
That's not going to work. Think of the resources it will take to watch them around the clock. We're spread too thin to watch them constantly. What happens if they slip out and create another virus? Or sneak in some horrible experiments under our watch? It's too risky.
Supervision isn't necessary. We're scholars, not fighters. We couldn't escape if we wanted to. In any case, there's still much to discuss. Let's pause and open the floor for conversation, shall we?
Make it quick, Initiate. Shouldn't take long to see through their lies.
I urge you to reconsider. This was never meant to come to violence. I never intended to hurt anyone. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told us they were volunteers. It was only later that... But by then... Please understand, we were so close. It could have ended any day. And everything we did was for the greater good. We must carry forward what we learned, or all that sacrifice will have been for nothing. They are good people. Dr. Farah is quite strict, but it's because she cares. About Nellie particularly. The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into this world. And about Dr. Blackburn, well, the world has lost a visionary intellect. It's a shame. A tragedy. Please don't let this work go to waste.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arms." Is that true? Oh, wow. That's scary. You really made my heart skip a beat. I don't have any arms. Well, unless you mean human arms, because I've got 2 of those, but they're mine. I can't have them. What about them? Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right? Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met. To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse. Okay, I guess. Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. He's always asking, are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know until you try. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscalculated. Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models, but the models were wrong. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. I can make it work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. Let us do this. Let us change the world. You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments into 60 more years.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. They didn't know each other at the time. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps, as wasteland survivors do. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers, so I took her in, taught her what I know. It went too far. And quite frankly, I regret bringing the others onto this project. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Nellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed in the hopes that my objections could save even one innocent person from being experimented on. You're right. No excuse will make up for my mistake. That is why I hope to keep living and contribute what I can to the greater good. We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a formula to increase muscle bulk or to repel radiation. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they have created and improve upon it. I'm responsible for the actions of my associates. I ask that you have mercy on them, if not me.
Those who commit crimes against humanity must be punished. It wouldn't be right to let them run free. Not to the people they killed, and not to the people they could kill in the future. The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia, and of the world. It hasn't been a matter of if for some time now. Only a matter of when. I'm fully prepared to uphold the integrity of the Brotherhood in whatever way Romani makes necessary.
We need to come to an agreement. I won't stand for impulsive violence. Your methods were cruel and wrong, but no one is beyond forgiveness. What matters is what they do from today onward. Let's give them a chance to make things right. Your methods were cruel and wrong, but no one is beyond forgiveness. What matters is what they do for... The scientists are to return to Fort Atlas with us and work alongside Scribe Valdez on a new project that we all agree upon. These are smart people. They just need to be pointed in the right direction. They could still do a lot for humanity. Then we must stand up for what we believe. We will not allow Shin to create a hateful brotherhood which passes judgment as it sees fit. This is human life we're talking about. Haven't enough died already? You really believe that, don't you? And the other initiates. They were trained by Shin, indoctrinated with the Elder's values. Perhaps transforming the Brotherhood is no longer possible after all. I hope you can see what we need to do here. What we need to do for the Brotherhood.
Those who commit crimes against humanity must be punished. It wouldn't be right. The Brotherhood of Steel... I don't see what other option there is. As I stated before, they're too dangerous to hold prisoner. So we either ignore the danger, or eradicate it. That is none of your concern.
How long do you intend to sweep it under the rug like nothing happened? You're torturing yourself, Shin, and they deserve to know.
Maybe so. But this is neither the time nor the place for this discussion.
Shin, you owe it to yourself to admit that you made a mistake. Stop crumbling under the guilt and just accept it.
For those I failed then, and those I failed since, for them, I have to do better. The raiders on the expedition route, Romani decided we would stay and fight them. But giving the order to distribute the weapons to the settlers there, it was my idea. I wanted to give them a chance. But I got them killed instead. Then I hope you'll also take away the same lesson that I did. This is bigger than all of us. I hope you understand.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? And what has your organization decided? Please, spare my associates. I take full responsibility for their actions.
There's no need. You're coming back to Fort Atlas with us.
No! I won't stand for your coercion any longer. Your righteous crusade has gone too far. You are no paladin of the Brotherhood. You haven't been since you destroyed that transmitter. Your reign is over. The initiative's with me. Step aside and let us do what's necessary.
I guess the Elder's grip is tighter than I can break after all. I tried to make you see reason. But after all this, you remain their lapdogs. The Brotherhood can't be changed after all. I will have to start anew elsewhere.
You're a traitor.
I had hoped it would never come to this.
Let's settle this quickly. Only she'd seen reason. Initiate. Carry out the sentence.
Please! We are mere scientists!
They're murderers. Make sure they can never kill again.
No, you gotta be kidding me. Please.
It's done. Return to Fort Atlas. Then we can discuss everything that's happened. It pains me to say that Romani gave her life to defend these criminals. Her last act was not as a Brotherhood paladin, but as a person following her own misguided moral principles. Romani put her personal morals above the cornerstone of duty, time and time again. Her irresponsibility threatened to shake apart the foundation of order that allows us to be an effective force of action. But however misguided her decisions were, Romani always acted with the intent to help humanity. If we are to retain anything from her leadership, let it be that. The Brotherhood of Steel seeks to forge a lasting future. We must be humanity's strength. Strength to eliminate threats, overt and covert. Strength to keep dangerous technologies safe. Strength to make the decisions that no one else wants to make. We are humanity's rock, standing against the harsh enemies of war, disease, and time. We must not falter. Ad Victoriam! There is one more thing to address before we disband. Initiates are the future of the Brotherhood. Induction into our order is an honor that should not be taken lightly. Among an initiate's most important responsibilities is to understand and commit themselves wholly to the principles of the order. I've come to understand that one initiate will never be able to meet this goal. They have other important responsibilities in Appalachia. I've decided to grant a title that can account for this caveat, while still acknowledging their exceptional contributions to the Brotherhood. Come, stand between Scribe Valdez and I. For outstanding contributions to the Brotherhood mission as an outside party, I hereby confer on you the permanent title of Knight Errant. A unique Brotherhood title with special privileges is an acknowledgement of the highest honor. May it serve as an inspiration for the rest of you. Dismissed.
So, Paladin Romani is gone. I can't believe it. I wanted to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe this was inevitable. If only there was more I could have done. Well, that's going a bit far, isn't it? But it's a very nice thing to say. Thank you. Don't mention it. As the resident scribe, it's my job to keep things functioning around here. I'm going to keep doing my job. With one officer down, there's going to be a lot of slack to pick up. There's still a lot more I'd like to see out there, but right now, I need to support the Brotherhood. I think it might start feeling a little more like back home, with the Elders. We're going to have a lot of work to do to make things safer in Appalachia. Without Paladin Romani to counter his priorities, Knight Shin will have a plan laid out in no time. I'm going to keep doing my job. There's still a lot more. Until next time.
Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? Who's gonna handle everything? Who's gonna lead the recruits? What am I gonna do? Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, I think I'm alright. I don't do well with really big changes. Like, for example, my boss dying. I think I need some time to process this. I'm gonna sit down.
Congratulations. Sorry, I'm still a little shocked about what happened to the Paladin.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Errant.
Did that really just happen? I knew things between the higher-ups were shaky, but to come to blows. Real, actual bullets? Paladin Romani. She was so passionate about our cause,
Knight Errant.
I really believed her. It's going to be hard getting used to this.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
That's not very becoming of a knight errant. I'd even hazard to say it's leaning on insubordination. But what do I know anyway? I'm just an initiate, and it sounds like you've really done a lot for us.
Knight Errant.
Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. See you around, knight errant.
Why did I say that? Nothing to see here.
I trust the title change didn't come as too much of a surprise. It's unorthodox. But you're an exception I had to acknowledge to prevent confusion among the other initiates. For the time being, yes. Though it's worth noting that this title doesn't have precedent. So if things were to change in the future, so could our definition. A lot of reorganization. As much as I'd like to start scouting for another transmitter today, things around here will fall apart if we don't fill the space Romani left first. I'm feeling like there's a lot of work to do. Right. You're probably asking about the emotional strain of Romani's. It is what it is. As a soldier, I have to stand up and move on. Don't feel like it has to be the last time. The doors of Fort Atlas are open to you. Still socializing.
Oh, hello again. I mean, hello, Knight Errant. No, still in training. With everything that happened, it really put the brakes on the process, you know? Nobody knew who to listen to. Except maybe Scrap Valdez. With Paladin Romani gone now, I expect Knight Shin will resume training the recruits. Yeah. It's gonna be hard. This split was bad for the Brotherhood. It was painful to fight with one another, but it's worse to lose Paladin Romani. I still believe in the Brotherhood, but she was the heart. I'm worried what we might become under an unchecked Knight Shin. Take care of yourself, Knight Errant. Ad Victoriam.
Do you think I could become an initiate too? It can be really lonely at times. I miss her a lot. Maybe when I'm older, I'll be able to visit her. Hopefully the Brotherhood and Raiders will have stopped fighting by then. My name is Maximo, but you can call me Max for short. My big sister Marcia used to live here with me in the Brotherhood, but she's gone now. Whatever you want. It's fun talking with you. Sure, I'd be happy to talk about them. I mean, they're my heroes. Yeah, I wish no one would leave. Paladin Romani was always nice to me. Plus, it was her who brought us to Fort Atlas, and I love it here. Why didn't they both come back anyway? I thought the Brotherhood chain was unbreakable. Ugh, I hate it when adults say stuff like that. I can handle it. I know I can. Knight Shin is super cool. Have you seen his power armor? He doesn't really talk to me much, but I think it's just because he's super busy doing Brotherhood stuff and fighting bad guys. Plus he's usually hanging out by the weapons and I'm not allowed to go near there. I think we're gonna be best friends one day though. What? No, he's just busy. Saving the world is hard work. Someone in the Brotherhood can't be a jerk. They're literally the good guys. You think? I want to know all about the Brotherhood of Steel. Okay. Odessa is the best. She's super smart and is always saying stuff that I don't really understand, but I'm gonna study really hard. And sometimes when the others aren't around, we play hide and seek around the fort. Nah, I want to be a knight like Shin so I can wear power armor and use cool weapons. If I was to be a scribe though, I would want to be just like Odessa. She told me I could because we're friends. Just like how you can call me Max instead of Maximo. Although, when I'm a knight, I would prefer if you called me Knight Max. Okay. I hope I can see you again soon and we can play.
Congratulations. Sorry, I'm still a little shocked about what happened to the Paladin.
Congratulations.
Congratulations
Sorry,
on your
I'm still a
promotion,
little
Knight
shocked
Errant.
about what happened to the Paladin.
Still socializing. Good work out there. The Brotherhood won't forget it. Ad Victoriam.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
Congratulations. Sorry, I'm still a little shocked about what happened to the Paladin.
We owe this victory to you,
It's been
Knight
an
Errant.
honor to serve with you.
Please stop and approach. Please stop and approach for identification. Only employees of Blackwater Mines permitted to access mining.
Extraction process initiated. Keep away from extraction units while operational. Hostile trespassers detected. Employees are encouraged to remove trespassers before damage to extractor units occurs. Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises. Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises. Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased. Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises. Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased. Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased. Extraction complete. Extractors must complete cleaning and ventilation process before continuing operation. Please vacate.
Authorization requires identification. Please provide audio identification. At your service, ma'am. Serve and protect. May I be of assistance? At your service, ma'am. Serve and protect. May I be of assistance?
They're always tromping around in that power armor. Must be all cramped and sweaty in there.
My fault for depending on someone.
This isn't exactly a visitor area. Hey, thanks for getting my family back here in one piece. Marcia is an invaluable member of our family. She has a different perspective on the Brotherhood, since she has history there. On a more personal note, I think she has an admirable amount of strength. She fits right in. Even Sheena's warmed up to her. And that in itself speaks volumes. We're here to ensure that there remains a place for Crater in Appalachia. The more people come here, the more they'll want to take their own space, set their own rules, and then force those rules on others. Crater is our home, our freedom, our future. I won't allow anyone to take that away. Besides the obvious scorched and mutant life, Foundation, maybe, but it'll be a long time before they start asking for more. They're like us, in some ways. Just looking for a home. But don't tell Meg I said that. The Brotherhood thinks of itself as our saviors. They'll take what they believe is righteous. And when we refuse to give it, they'll strike us down. It starts small. Food and supplies, a home base. They offer protection in return. And hope. Hope is powerful enough to make you blind. So when they start asking for more, when they start setting rules, occupying homes, taking lives, then it's too late. We can't let it get that far. That they are. But that's why we're here. Too political for you? Don't worry. In the end, it just amounts to fighting. Run? Look, I'm not some kind of CEO or general. This is a family. Everyone does their part. Mine is the talking. Letting people know what we're doing all this for. How important it is. I may have started this effort, but it's the war party who moves it forward. And if you're not a part of it, I'd caution you to stay out of its way. Only good things. What do you want to know? She's more than a rung in a hierarchy. Sheena plans our operations. She's got a head for strategy. Said she used to play Blast Radius on repeat as a kid, until she could beat everyone she knew, including the adults. Imagine that. World's gone to shit and people still find solace in games. At that age, I was, well, still in school, studying for a future that never came to be. Burke's our muscle. The most hard-working person we've got. They don't talk much. Action is more their language. I wouldn't have it any other way. Because it suits them better. When I first met Burke, they were different. Secluded. Like they didn't want anyone to see them. Burke flinched when others talked about them. People expected things based on how they looked. They had these titles. Silent Man, Albino Dog. One day I asked if something else would feel better. It took some trial and error, but we eventually settled on the neutral They. They're a much happier person now, for the insignificant price of a word. What could be bigger than your sense of self? The body you walk through every other problem in? We all have a public perception in this world. Sometimes it doesn't match what we feel inside. Sometimes there's nothing we can do about that, but other times there is. And I don't need to understand everything Burke is feeling to want to see a smile on her face. Meg has enough on her plate without the Brotherhood to deal with. I came to her one day with an army of raiders, raring to fight. She looked at me and said, "What are you waiting for? This ain't no democracy. Just don't get Crater in trouble and we're good." So, here we are. The war party. We have plenty of support. Not everyone wants to be directly involved, but those who do are ready to risk life and limb. There's also your fair share of mercenary Craterites just looking for caps. But considering the Brotherhood could probably pay better, I suspect those mercs have an ounce of loyalty they're not willing to admit to. Why not get to know them yourself? I'm sure you'll find there's more than meets the eye. There's no blood spilled in the war room. This is where we plan our battles, not enact them. The Brotherhood should know that we're not a bunch of mindless killers. So if they want to send someone here to talk, they can. Not that anything will come of it. I'll be here until the Brotherhood isn't. If you're not with us, you're against us.
I miss my friends back in Fort Atlas, but being a raider is awesome.
Don't get in the way. I hope you know, you're not welcome here.
What's to defeat?
Hope this is quick.
Bet we could use that to demoralize them.
She's a tough kid, I like her. A little too sentimental towards some of those Brotherhood assholes, though. One day she'll know better. Ugh, what don't I do around here? Pierce has a way with words, but if he was in charge of our combat operations, we'd all be dead. Everyone else is too busy writing war cries or painting skulls on their armor to make a plan. I don't mind it, though. Doing things myself means that other people can't mess it up. This a logistics question, or are you asking me to gossip? We've been friends ever since he came to Crater. All you need to know about Pierce is that he's gonna keep Crater safe. Full stop.
Go away.
Why wouldn't I? Burke is one of us. Look, I don't like talking about other people. If you have a question for Burke, then you can ask them yourself.
And I would die to protect
All right. It's not a hate thing. It's about survival.
Anyone who messes with my family has another thing coming.
So, you're not beating around the bush then? I won't either. You're not getting Crater. Ever. Oh, so you noticed. Let me just adjust my attitude for you real quick. There we go. Fuck off. Hey.
Yeah?
Robot Uprising would be better than the Brotherhood.
What were you doing here?
Sure. What is it? Thank you. This is important to me.
Don't touch anything.
It means peace or mercy. I prefer that.
Feed it.
I protect my friends. I don't start the fights, but I finish them.
Next thing you know, those bucketheads will be asking for permits just
It wasn't given to me. The person I used to work for, he deserved worse than
I
death.
wonder how Max is
I
doing.
could have given him that.
Probably getting into
Instead,
some
I
sort
took
of
the
trouble.
necklace, his most valued possession. It's a reminder of who I am, of what I believe in.
Answer yourself.
Thanks for asking.
Make a move at any moment.
Most people judge based on appearances. They don't care to know me. The person who exists beyond their preconceptions. I have no need for male or female or anything else. I'm free. Marcia is nice and resilient. I like that.
Won't let anything happen to the Crater.
The occasion wasn't a happy one, though I suppose in some ways it
Don't
was.
touch anything.
Maybe Pierce will let me lead the next raid. That would be so cool.
My employer was holding Pierce prisoner. I was his guard. Even in that situation, Pierce treated me like a person, not as a tool.
Don't get in the way.
He saw me. When Sheena arrived, we all escaped together. The rest is history.
Haters want to see blood. I'll hand out skulls instead.
Go away.
Okay. Guard places, lift things, kill people.
Answer yourself.
It's good exercise. Keeps your body warm.
Anyone who messes with
What
my
were you
family
doing
has
here?
another thing coming.
They're my friends. Pierce is kind. I owe him everything. If you hurt him, you'll pay.
Feed it.
She's scary sometimes, but she does it for us. I would do the same.
Nah, haters want to see blood. I'll hand out skulls instead.
No, I don't get along well with people.
Answer yourself.
Get out. Crater
Sure.
is my home now, and I would die to protect it.
They threaten my friends, so I'll take them down. Yeah, I'm not very good at talking.
Next thing we know, those bucketheads will be asking for permits just to enter Morgantown.
You don't have to talk to me if it bothers you.
Don't touch
Okay.
anything.
Go away. You better get out of here. You honestly think I'd let you just leave them there? You're a bigger moron than I thought. I slipped Sheena a lockpick, and she's more than capable of busting out of a cage like that. Smartest choice you've ever made.
Survival doesn't get a day off.
I won't bite.
I've got nothing to say to you.
They're always tromping around in that power armor. Must be all cramped and sweaty in there.
How much of an idiot do you have to be to launch a nuke on your own living space?